Ladies and gentlemen, if morning wood has faded, you need to understand one truth before anything else. It is not gone forever, it can be restored. Your body is resilient, your biology is adaptable, and your sexual health responds directly to how you live, how you sleep, how you move, and how you treat yourself. The very same systems that once created your morning erections can be reawakened, strengthened, and reignited, but only if you give your body what it craves. The first and most powerful way to bring back morning wood is to take control of your physical health, because erections are built on blood flow, and blood flow is built on movement. Exercise is not optional if you want hard, reliable erections. Cardiovascular training keeps your arteries clean, flexible, and strong, and every mile you walk, run, or cycle pushes oxygen-rich blood through the same vessels that feed your penis. Strength training raises testosterone, boosts growth hormone, and rewires your metabolism to favor sexual vitality. A man who lifts weights, who trains his body, who sweats and pushes against resistance, is a man whose body rewards him with stronger erections and firmer morning wood. The research is undeniable. The more active you are, the more powerful your sexual response becomes. Diet is the second weapon in your arsenal, because food is not just fuel, it is medicine for your blood, your hormones, and your nerves. Every leafy green you eat floods your body with nitrates that open blood vessels and increase nitric oxide, the very molecule that triggers erections. Fatty fish rich in omega-3 strengthens your heart and circulation. Nuts, seeds, and dark chocolate improve vascular function. Zinc and magnesium from natural foods boost testosterone. But junk food, processed sugars, fried oils, and heavy alcohol poison the very systems your penis depends on. Morning wood disappears when your blood vessels clog, but it returns when your diet supports clean circulation and hormonal balance. Every meal you eat is a choice between firmness and failure, and that choice builds its result in your body day after day. Sleep is your body's natural testosterone booster, and without it, morning erections cannot thrive. Testosterone rises while you sleep, and its peak is in the early morning, the exact moment when your body is designed to give you an erection. But if you cut sleep short, if you toss in bed with anxiety, if you rob yourself of deep REM cycles, your hormonal surge collapses. You cannot expect morning wood if you only sleep 4 hours a night and wake up drained. Rest is not laziness, it is biology's most powerful weapon. A man who sleeps 7 to 9 hours every night and protects his circadian rhythm will feel his erections return stronger and more consistent. Sleep is the foundation, and without it, no supplement, no exercise, no medicine can save you. Stress management is equally vital because cortisol and testosterone are sworn enemies. Every time you let stress dominate your life, cortisol rises, testosterone falls, and erections weaken. Chronic stress is a silent killer of desire, and it strangles morning wood more effectively than any disease. The solution is not to eliminate stress completely, but to control how your body responds to it. Meditation, deep breathing, yoga, and even simple daily walks lower cortisol and restore hormonal balance. Even taking time to disconnect from screens, to spend time in sunlight, to laugh, to connect with people you love, rebalances your nervous system and unlocks the erections that stress once buried. A calm mind produces a strong body, and a strong body produces morning wood. Your pelvic floor is the most ignored part of male health, and yet it is the engine that powers your erections. These muscles at the base of your body are what trap blood in your penis and hold it firm. With age, these muscles weaken, but with training, they can be rebuilt. Kegel exercises for men, reverse Kegels, and pelvic stretches transform the strength of your erections. A man who trains his pelvic floor feels a surge of control, not only during sex, but every single morning. Those muscles are your foundation, and the more you work them, the harder and longer lasting your morning wood becomes. Weight loss is one of the fastest ways to restore morning erections. Extra body fat lowers testosterone, increases estrogen, and damages blood flow. Fat tissue acts like a hormone disruptor, stealing the balance your body needs for sex. But every pound you lose restores testosterone. Every drop of fat you shed unclogs your blood vessels. Every inch off your waistline makes your body more efficient. Men who lose weight not only see their morning erections return, they see them return stronger than they were in years. Morning wood is not just about sex, it is about a leaner, healthier, more powerful version of yourself. Cutting out destructive habits is non-negotiable. Smoking suffocates your blood vessels and kills nitric oxide, the chemical signal that makes erections possible. Alcohol numbs your nervous system and poisons your liver, which regulates hormones. Porn addiction rewires your brain, dulls your natural arousal, and disconnects you from physical intimacy. Drugs, whether recreational or even some prescribed medications, strip away your body's natural rhythm. If you want to restore morning wood, you cannot keep killing it every night with choices that weaken your biology. Your body wants to give you erections, but you must stop attacking the very systems that make them possible. Sunlight and vitamin D are forgotten secrets of sexual health. Men with higher vitamin D levels have stronger testosterone, healthier sperm, and more consistent erections. Spending time outdoors resets your circadian rhythm, lowers stress, boosts your mood, and tells your body that it is alive and thriving. Even 10 minutes of morning sunlight can transform your hormonal balance and contribute to the return of morning wood. Nature itself is medicine, and your body responds to it with vitality. For some men, even the best lifestyle changes may not be enough, and that is where medical support becomes essential. Testosterone replacement therapy can restore the hormone levels that time has stolen. PDE5 inhibitors like Viagra and Cialis can open blood vessels and amplify nitric oxide, making erections possible again. Shockwave therapy can rebuild blood vessel health in the penis. Peptide therapies in modern regenerative medicine can rejuvenate tissues and nerves. The science of sexual health has advanced, and men no longer need to accept decline as destiny. Medical tools are powerful allies in the fight to restore morning wood, and when used responsibly, they transform lives. But even with medical help, your mindset is the most important factor. If you wake up every day expecting weakness, you will reinforce it. If you convince yourself that age equals failure, your body will obey that belief. Confidence, self-awareness, and a refusal to surrender are as important as exercise, diet, and sleep. Morning wood is a symbol of vitality, and your mind must believe you are worthy of vitality before your body fully follows. A strong belief system activates discipline, and discipline brings results. Morning wood returns when you treat your body as sacred, when you nourish it, when you challenge it, when you rest it, when you respect it. It returns when you stop poisoning yourself, when you stop doubting yourself, when you start rebuilding yourself. It returns when you understand that erections are not random, they are the direct reflection of your daily choices. And when they return, they remind you that your sexuality never truly left, it was waiting for you to claim it again. As you grow older, you begin to notice subtle changes in your body, and one of the most undeniable signs is the fading of morning wood. This change doesn't happen overnight. It creeps in slowly, almost silently, until one morning you realize the firmness you once took for granted is no longer there. It feels like a mystery, but in truth, it is biology speaking louder than words. Testosterone. The hormone that fuels your erections, your desire, your confidence, your very sense of manhood, begins to decline steadily after your 30s. The body that once flooded you with hormones each morning now delivers less, and with that drop, the erections that once came effortlessly begin to weaken. Morning wood thrives on testosterone, and when that hormone falters, your sexual health inevitably feels the impact. But testosterone alone is not the full story. Blood flow is the lifeline of every erection, and as you age, circulation begins to suffer. Your arteries stiffen, your blood vessels lose elasticity, your heart does not pump with the same force it once did. Erections are not just about desire, they are about hydraulics, about pressure, about the surge of blood into your penis. When your circulation weakens, your morning erections weaken with it. High blood pressure, diabetes, cholesterol buildup, and poor cardiovascular health all conspire to reduce the flow, leaving your body unable to deliver the same strong signals it once could. Your penis becomes the messenger of your vascular health, and when morning wood disappears, it is not just about sex. It is a warning that your circulation is declining. Sleep is another enemy of morning erections when age creeps in. Younger men slip into long, deep REM cycles where erections are triggered naturally, but as you age, your sleep becomes lighter, shorter, more disturbed. Stress, work pressure, family responsibilities, and even physical discomfort rob you of those deep sleep cycles without REM. The signals that fuel morning wood never fully fire, leaving you waking up soft and frustrated. Poor sleep means poor erections, and aging multiplies that effect. Insomnia, sleep apnea, or restless nights slowly strip away the natural rhythm that kept you hard every morning. Lifestyle choices sharpen the decline. Smoking poisons your blood vessels. Drinking alcohol numbs your nervous system. Overeating clogs your arteries. And inactivity kills testosterone production. The modern life of processed food, endless sitting, and constant stress accelerates the natural fading of morning wood. What should be a slow transition with age becomes a rapid disappearance because of choices that damage circulation, hormones, and sleep. Morning erections are not simply stolen by age, they are stolen by the way we live, by the weight we gain, by the stress we refuse to release, by the neglect we show to our health. Stress itself is one of the cruelest killers of morning wood. Cortisol, the stress hormone, rises when you live in constant worry. And cortisol is the natural enemy of testosterone. When stress floods your body, testosterone plummets, leaving your sexual function crippled. High stress means low desire, low drive, low energy, and fewer erections. Your body cannot prioritize reproduction when it is locked in survival mode. This is why men under pressure, men constantly exhausted by mental and emotional battles, often see their morning erections fade faster than their peers. Stress is invisible, but its impact on your sexuality is undeniable. Age also brings with it medical conditions that directly interfere with erections. Diabetes damages nerves and blood vessels, stripping away sensation and blocking circulation. Heart disease reduces the pressure needed for a strong erection. Neurological disorders slow the signals traveling from your brain to your penis. Even medications for blood pressure, depression, or anxiety often list erectile dysfunction as a side effect. Morning wood is fragile when your health declines, because every system in your body contributes to its strength. When one system falters, the erection that once rose every morning can no longer stand. Another hidden reason is the slow but certain weakening of pelvic floor muscles. These muscles, often ignored by men, play a vital role in supporting erections, trapping blood in the penis, and maintaining firmness. As men age and fail to exercise these muscles, their strength dwindles, their control weakens, and morning wood loses its rigid intensity. The decline of these muscles is subtle, but over years, it becomes noticeable. The morning wood that once stood tall now fades faster and feels less powerful. Psychology also changes with age, and that mental layer cannot be ignored. Young men wake with erections effortlessly, unbothered by performance anxiety, unburdened by doubts, unafraid of failure. Older men, however, carry memories of stress, moments of dysfunction, fears of inadequacy, and these mental burdens interfere with the subconscious triggers of arousal. Even when the body is capable, the mind can hold back the erection. Waking up soft sometimes feels like proof of decline, and that thought alone makes future mornings even weaker. The mind becomes both witness and accomplice in the fading of morning wood. As age progresses, your body prioritizes survival over reproduction. Nature subtly shifts its energy away from sex, away from fertility, and into longevity. The evolutionary drive that once ensured you could reproduce easily now weakens, because the body assumes reproduction is no longer the priority. This biological shift does not mean sexuality disappears, but it does mean erections no longer come as automatically as before. Morning wood is the first victim of this reprioritization, because it is a luxury in the body's hierarchy, not a necessity. And yet, the loss of morning wood cuts deeper than just biology. It affects identity, confidence, self-esteem, and the way a man feels about his masculinity. It is not just about losing an erection, it is about losing a signal of vitality, a daily reminder of youth, a private confirmation of strength. When morning wood fades, men begin to doubt their manhood. They begin to feel older than they are. They begin to fear that sex itself is slipping away. That psychological weight makes the decline feel heavier than it really is, and that fear itself can worsen the problem. Morning wood disappears with age because so many forces converge at once. declining testosterone, weaker circulation, disrupted sleep, unhealthy lifestyle, high stress, medical conditions, weaker muscles, shifting psychology, and nature's reprioritization. Each force chips away at the automatic response your body once gave you without thought. Each year brings a little less rigidity, a little less frequency, until one day you wake up and realize that morning wood is no longer a part of your daily life. Morning wood is not just a playful accident, it is one of the most honest signals your body gives you about your health. Morning erections or nocturnal penile tumors are your body's way of showing that your nervous system, your blood circulation, and your hormones are all in balance. Every man experiences them from puberty onward, and they are as natural as breathing. These erections are not about sexual arousal alone. They are about biology. They are about the silent conversation your brain and your body have while you sleep. When you drift into deep REM sleep, your brain activates certain neurotransmitters, and those signals travel down your spinal cord, reaching the nerves that control blood vessels in your penis. Those vessels relax, blood rushes in, and your erection becomes a natural outcome of your body's design. This isn't a conscious decision, it's an automatic process wired into you to maintain sexual function. It is like your body's nightly workout for your penis, keeping tissues oxygenated, elastic, and ready for when intimacy happens. Your morning wood is proof that testosterone, the master hormone of masculinity, is flowing at its peak during early hours. Testosterone naturally surges in the morning, reaching its highest levels after sleep, and that hormonal push primes your body for sexual readiness. A strong morning erection is a sign that your testosterone rhythm is intact, that your body is aligned with its natural cycles, and that your sexual health is thriving. Morning erections are not only physical, they are chemical. They are hormonal, they are neurological, they are vascular, they are a complete system working in harmony to create one undeniable response. That is why doctors often say that if you have morning erections, your sexual system is healthy. It is also important to understand that morning wood is a form of maintenance, not just a symptom. Your penis is made of smooth muscle tissue and sponge-like chambers, called the corpus cavernosa, and these structures depend on regular blood flow to stay strong. Every erection during the night delivers fresh oxygen to those tissues, preventing scarring and fibrosis that could otherwise limit erectile ability in the future. In other words, your body keeps your penis healthy by giving it a workout while you sleep. Morning wood is not only about pleasure, it is about protection, a nightly reminder that your sexual health is being preserved while you rest. Every man should realize that waking up hard is not embarrassing, it is empowering. It is not random, it is rhythmic. Men experience several erections throughout the night during REM cycles, and the one you usually notice is the one you wake up with. That is your body's way of saying, I am alive, I am strong, I am ready. When you open your eyes and feel that firmness, it is your physiology whispering confidence into your mind. It is not only about sex, it is about vitality. Morning wood is as essential as your heartbeat, your breath, your pulse. It is your manhood's natural language of strength. And let's be clear, this is not limited to young men. Even in early adulthood, men may experience up to 5 erections a night, each lasting around 30 minutes, and they are nature's tool for keeping everything in working order. That's why when men begin to lose this pattern, it signals that something deeper may be shifting: circulation, hormones, or health. But while it is common to notice changes as you age, never forget that morning wood in its pure essence is the natural default. It is your body's baseline, it is what your system is designed to do, and if it disappears, it is not because it is unnatural, but because something is disrupting that natural flow. Think about how powerful that is. Without any sexual fantasy, without any physical touch, without any stimulation, your body creates this strong, undeniable reaction every single night. That means your sexuality is not fragile. It is deeply rooted in your biology. That means your body wants to keep you sexually capable. That means your nervous system, your endocrine system, your vascular system, and your psychological system are all bound together in one act of silent synergy. Morning wood is not just biology, it is nature's declaration that sex is part of your health, not separate from it. When young men brag about waking up hard every day, they are not just boasting, they are unknowingly describing a vital sign. It is as important as blood pressure, as blood sugar, as cholesterol levels. Morning erections tell the truth about how well your cardiovascular system is pumping, how sharp your nervous system is firing, and how steady your hormone balance is staying. If you want to measure your vitality, morning wood is one of the simplest, most primal indicators you can rely on. There is also a psychological layer that makes morning wood so powerful. Waking up with an erection connects your mind instantly with your body's readiness. It can create confidence, it can inspire desire, it can strengthen the bond you feel with your partner because your body is already showing energy before you even take the first step of your day. Morning erections erase doubt because they are not something you control, they are something you are gifted with by your biology. And that natural gift can fuel self esteem, sexual confidence, and even motivation for living a healthier lifestyle. Morning wood is also a reminder that men are built to be sexual beings across their lifespan. It is not an accident that erections occur most often in REM sleep, the phase of sleep most connected to memory, creativity, and emotional regulation. Your sexuality is hardwired into the same systems that keep your mind imaginative and your emotions balanced. That means morning erections are part of a bigger picture, a picture that connects sexuality with overall well being. When you wake up hard, your body is not only practicing sex, it is practicing health, creativity, balance, and resilience. And finally, remember that morning wood is proof that you are not broken, even if you sometimes feel performance anxiety or stress in the bedroom. Because many men struggle to get or maintain erections during sex when their mind is overloaded with pressure, but they still wake up with morning wood. That is the clearest evidence that their body is capable, that their sexual machinery works, and that the problem is not physical but mental. This makes morning wood a source of hope, a scientific reassurance that even if stress affects you, your biology is strong and intact.